Have you ever wondered why some people seem to effortlessly build wealth while others struggle financially their entire lives, even when they work just as hard? The answer might shock you. According to T. Harv Eker in Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, your bank account is not the problem. Your mind is. Eker introduces a revolutionary concept called the money blueprint. This is the subconscious programming that determines your financial destiny. Your money blueprint was formed in childhood through what you heard, saw, and experienced about money. Every belief your parents had about wealth, every comment about rich people, every financial stress you witnessed, created a mental framework that now controls your financial results as an adult. Here is the key insight. You can know everything about business, investing, and money management. But if your internal thermostat is set for poverty or middle-class income, you will never rise above that level. Your outer world of money will always match your inner world of beliefs. This is why lottery winners often return to poverty within a few years. Their money blueprint cannot handle that level of wealth, so they unconsciously sabotage themselves back to their comfort zone. Eker provides a specific formula. Your programming leads to your thoughts lead to your feelings lead to your actions lead to your results. If you want to change your results, you must change your programming. This is not about positive thinking alone. It is about identifying and replacing the specific beliefs that limit your financial success. The book presents 17 wealth files. These are the critical differences in how rich people think compared to how poor and middle-class people think. Let us examine the most powerful principles. Wealth file. Number 1 states that rich people believe they create their life, while poor people believe life happens to them. This is about taking full responsibility. When you blame the economy, your boss, your background, or bad luck, you give away your power. Rich people understand that they are the creators of their financial reality. They focus on what they can control and take action based on that control. Wealth file number 2 reveals that rich people play the money game to win, while poor people play not to lose. There is a massive difference between these approaches. When you play to win, you focus on abundance, growth, and opportunity. When you play not to lose, you operate from fear and scarcity. You make safe choices that keep you exactly where you are. Rich people set aggressive financial goals because they are oriented toward wealth. Poor people focus on survival and security. Wealth. File number 3 states that rich people are committed to being rich, while poor people want to be rich. Wanting is not enough. The universe does not respond to wanting, it responds to commitment. When you are truly committed, you will do whatever it takes legally and ethically to achieve wealth. You will take courses, read books, find mentors, start businesses, and persist through failures. Most people are only interested or curious about wealth. Interest reads a book. Commitment takes action. Wealth file number 4 explains that rich people think big, while poor people think small. Your income will never exceed your personal comfort zone with thinking big. If you are programmed to play small, you will unconsciously limit your ideas, your goals, and your actions. Rich people understand that it takes the same amount of energy to think big as it does to think small. The question Eker poses is crucial. How can you make a huge difference in the world by thinking small? You cannot. When you expand your vision, you expand your capacity to receive wealth. Wealth file number 5 states that rich people focus on opportunities, while poor people focus on obstacles. Both groups face the same challenges. The difference is where they place their attention. Poor people see every reason why something will not work. Rich people see possibilities and pathways forward. This is not naive optimism, it is trained focus. Rich people have conditioned themselves to scan for opportunities the same way poor people scan for problems. Wealth. File number 6 reveals that rich people admire other rich and successful people, while poor people resent rich and successful people. This principle is critical. Resentment is a poison to wealth. When you resent wealthy people, you are sending a message to your subconscious that rich people are bad or greedy. Therefore, you will never become what you resent. Rich people study wealth. They learn from successful individuals. They understand that if someone else can create massive wealth, it proves that wealth is possible and available. Wealth file number 7 states that rich people associate with positive, successful people, while poor people associate with negative or unsuccessful people. Your income tends to be the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. This is not about abandoning friends or family. It is about making strategic decisions regarding who influences your thinking. Rich people actively seek mentors, masterminds, and peer groups that elevate their standards and challenge their limitations. Wealth file number 8 explains that rich people are willing to promote themselves and their value, while poor people think negatively about selling and promotion. Many people have a negative association with sales. They believe that promoting yourself is arrogant or sleazy. This belief will sabotage your income. Rich people understand a fundamental truth. If you believe in your value and your product or service truly helps people, you have a moral obligation to make sure as many people as possible know about it. How will you serve others if they do not know you exist? Wealth file. Number 9 states that rich people are bigger than their problems, while poor people are smaller than their problems. Everyone has problems. The size of the problem you can handle determines the size of the wealth you can build. Rich people see challenges as opportunities to grow. They develop themselves to be bigger than any obstacle. Poor people shrink from problems and let difficulties stop them. The secret is not to avoid problems. The secret is to grow yourself so that you are larger than your problems. Wealth file number 10 reveals that rich people are excellent receivers, while poor people are poor receivers. Many people have a dysfunctional relationship with receiving. They feel unworthy or guilty about accepting money, compliments, or help. This blocks wealth. Rich people understand that the universe rewards those who are open to receiving. When someone offers you a compliment, do not deflect it. When someone wants to pay you for value, do not undercharge. Your ability to receive is directly connected to your ability to build wealth. Wealth file number 11 states that rich people choose to get paid based on results, while poor people choose to get paid based on time. This is the difference between a salary mindset and an entrepreneurial mindset. When you trade time for money, your income has a ceiling. There are only so many hours you can work. Rich people focus on creating value and capturing a percentage of that value. They think in terms of net worth, business ownership, investments, and passive income streams. Wealth file number 12 explains that rich people think both, while poor people think either or. Poor people believe they must choose between money and happiness, between wealth and spirituality, between being rich and being a good person. This is false programming. Rich people reject limiting binary choices. They ask, how can I have both? How can I be wealthy and generous? How can I build a business and spend time with family? This mindset opens possibilities that either-or thinking closes. Wealth file number 13 states that rich people focus on their net worth, while poor people focus on their working income. Your true financial health is not measured by your salary. It is measured by your net worth. Net worth is the total value of everything you own minus everything you owe. Rich people build assets that generate income. Poor people focus only on how much they earn from their job. Wealth comes from accumulation and growth of assets over time, not just from working harder. Wealth file number 14 reveals that rich people manage their money well, while poor people mismanage their money. You must prove to the universe that you can handle the money you have before you will receive more. Rich people have systems for managing money. ICA recommends dividing your income into specific accounts with specific purposes. 10% goes to a financial freedom account for investments. 10% goes to a play account for guilt-free spending. 10% goes to long-term savings. 10% goes to education. 55% goes to necessities. 5% goes to giving. This system creates discipline and abundance simultaneously. This leads me to wonder, which of these wealth files do you find the most challenging to apply in your own life? Let us continue to the final principles. Wealth file number 15 states that rich people have their money work hard for them, while poor people work hard for their money. Poor people believe that hard work alone creates wealth. Rich people understand that leverage creates wealth. They invest in businesses, real estate, stocks, and systems that generate passive income. The goal is not to stop working. The goal is to create income streams that are independent of your direct labor. Wealth file. Number 16 explains that rich people act in spite of fear, while poor people let fear stop them. Everyone feels fear. Rich people have trained themselves to take action despite fear. They understand that fear is a natural response to growth and change. Poor people wait until fear disappears before taking action. That day never comes. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is action in the presence of fear. Wealth. File number 17 states that rich people constantly learn and grow, while poor people think they already know. Once you stop learning, you stop earning. The business world changes rapidly. Strategies that worked 5 years ago may not work today. Rich people invest heavily in their education through books, courses, seminars, and coaching. They understand that the fastest way to increase income is to increase value, and the fastest way to increase value is to increase knowledge and skills. Here is the ultimate takeaway from Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. Your financial blueprint was installed without your consent, but now that you are aware of it, you have the power to change it. ICA provides a declaration process. When you identify a limiting belief, you declare out loud that you release it. Then you declare the new empowering belief you're installing. This process rewires your subconscious programming. Wealth is not just about money strategies. It is about becoming the type of person who naturally attracts and manages wealth. Change your blueprint, and you change your financial destiny. If you are ready to transform your relationship with money and develop the mindset of the wealthy, make sure to subscribe to this channel. We upload a new book summary every single day to help you grow. And if you found value in this summary, please hit the like button. It helps us understand which content serves you best. Thank you for watching.